Hey guys, welcome back to another Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, the Golden Sea stream. In the previous session, things got very chaotic as, Chef, first we started with Chef as the newest member of the Abyssal Cults. Whether or not it was against his will is up for debate. Being tasked to go and, along with the help of Aquamarine, the Shiny Manaphy, to head off to Ivory Island and power up the blue orb, using the power of the forces of nature. And well, it just so happens that one of his good old buddies, Ostinato and Kara, were doing the exact same thing, but for the Infernal Cult. However, their partner, Jasper, the Shiny Heatran, had planned for this. Both Jasper and Aquamarine had planned to meet up here and to meet up together and also gain the aid of the forces of nature to try and come up with a way to prevent both cults from trying to unleash Groudon and Kyogre. And from that, along with Ostinato, Kara, and Chef. However, just as turns out that Jasper and Aquamarine have had a kid together, a small little baby fire water legendary Pokemon that is currently unnamed in universe. We all know it's Volcanion. But as soon as the whole group was about to leave, they were ambushed by both cults as all the members had arrived, including the Heatran and Manaphy parents, and the first and second in command of their respective cults. And however, while Kara and Ostinato kept their covers and essentially triple crossed the Jasper and Aquamarine. However, they were trying to basically, secretly hinder both cults. An example is Ostinato staging an attack from Chef, which caused his Electrium Z to just cause a whole bunch of debris to crash down on the ground, separating both parties from each other. However, Kara proceeded to have a crisis, and in her confusion during the battle, after finding out that apparently members of her clan that she thought were defeated and or killed were there and part of the Abyssal Cult. So in her panic, she ended up attacking Thundurus, which eventually led to both Heatran and Manaphy taking the blue and red orbs respectively and attempting to use them on Tornadus and Thundurus. However, Enamorus blocks both blasts, which does power the red and blue orbs but kills her in the process. And enraged Tornadus and Thundurus retrieve her remains as she had reverted back to an egg along with the red and blue orbs and just proceeded to escape. Kara and Ostinato were instructed to go after them, while Chef decided to stay behind and protect the family, Jasper, Aquamarine, and their child. And Ostinato and Kara managed to defeat the Tornadus and Thundurus after they had transformed into their Therian forms. However, Ostinato fell in battle in the process, leaving just Kara, and then all of a sudden, the eldest of the forces of nature, Landorus, appeared, strangely enough, as a shadow Pokemon, who just immediately knocked Kara unconscious, and then went down into the caves and collapsed them on top of Chef, Jasper, Aquamarine, and their families, and their kid, while the Abyssal and Infernal cults retreated. And then meanwhile, back with Micha, she had, after After the breakout from the ship with the help of Silver, which then proceeded to explode and start to sink, Silver was able to retrieve Micha and Gemma before the ship sunk completely. However, there were no traces of Damien or Calamity anywhere. But they found themselves heading off to this strange marooned island deep in the deep south of the archipelago, as Silver had found a strange psychic signature. However, that psychic signature was revealed to be an extraterrestrial Pokemon named Deoxys. And at first, Micha, Gemma, and Silver were in a lot of trouble, as Deoxys, in its multiple different forms, was able to overwhelm them. However, before Deoxys could try to escape, Ho-Oh intervened and knocked Deoxys, trapping them deep within the island. And Ho-Oh and Silver are now currently on their way to the capital, taking Micha and Gemma with them. And then we also found out that Calamity and Damien are fine, but they're in an unknown island where they encounter two interesting Dragon-type Pokemon. So, let's check up on Micha and the others and see how they're doing. So, Micha, after the intensity that was everything that happened in Amber Village, and everything that happened on the prison ship, and then everything that happened on the enclosed island. For a time, things are much more calm than they previously were, as you and your friends make your way back to the capital. And the three of you, along with Ho-Oh, arrive on the port. Almost moved the ship by accident. You know what? I'm just gonna make that part of the map layer. Ah! It disappeared! No! Okay, I can fix this. There we go. Ta-da! Okay, now I'm not gonna accidentally be dragging it along with you guys. Okay, so you guys arrive, and Ho and Silver perch onto the wooden planks of the port, and you and Gemma hop off.
Thanks for the ride, Ho-Oh. You too, Silver.
My pleasure, dear. Hopefully there wasn't too much turbulence on the way here.
There wasn't. Hopefully the others are here.
Well, this is a good place to start looking. And
Yeah.
Ho-Oh says that you notice that his gaze is off towards the higher parts of the island. I kind of like failed to mention this, but when on our first trip to Dorado, and that is that the land is almost like a massive hill, a massive hilltop, and the higher you go, especially within the city, the higher you go, the higher up in essentially class the area is. The closer in the middle and the higher in elevation is where you're closer to all of like the nobles, the rich, the politicians, all the bigwigs, and then the lower and further away from the center you go are the like the middle class and then the lower class. And on one of the higher parts is also the bell tower, and Ho is just gazing off towards it. It's like, Micha,
Yeah?
How has your journey been?
My journey. Well, before we had encountered you, it it definitely was interesting, to say the least. We met a lot of interesting faces, faced a lot of challenges, had really exciting battles. Of course, after you, hmm, one of the craziest battles of my life, fighting your counterpart and such. But I guess my journey's been pretty cool. Definitely a lot more fun than just sticking on that island.
Yes. And what about the Pokemon that you have met?
Certainly a lot of different Pokemon I've met. Some surprisingly don't really know some of them still, but I'll have to read up on them. Especially with the different legendaries, different mythicals we've met.
I don't.
Hmm.
I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. I don't mean just the different, species of Pokemon. I mean the individual Pokemon you have met.
Oh. Hmm. Well, the visual. They, they've been alright, I would say. I guess for some of them, they could have had better manners, but they've been alright for the most part.
Yes. It's good to have a sense of openness, willing to trust others to open up. And considering that you're past, it's understandable if someone would be hesitant to do so. But please, do make sure that no one takes advantage of that.
I'll try not to.
Good. I wish I could speak further, but there was an incident on Cobalt Island, and I must go and investigate that. Not to worry. If I learn of anything, I'll let you know. I'll let you and your friends, of course.
Alright, thank you for everything.
Of course. And thank you as well. Don't think I've forgotten the help that you and your friends have offered me towards. Um, sorry, I got zoned out. Let me rephrase that. Don't think I've forgotten all the aid that you and your friends have given towards me and Silver.
Of course.
Very well. One sec. There we go. And then with that, Ho-Oh turns over and is like, "Well, Silver, it is time that we must depart. But, I mean, is it okay if I stay with them for a little? I had a lot of fun adventuring with them. Yes, I understand. There was a bit of enjoyment out of that. And of course, your intervention did help in Misha and Gemma escaping their unfortunate circumstances. However, if it wasn't for my intervention, the three of you would not have made out of that island, out of Deoxys' island alive." Yeah, true. Sorry. There's no need to apologize. I just need you to come back with me. You have a lot of training left to do to regain your full power from your mother. Yeah, of course. Don't worry, don't worry. I'll make sure that you can visit your friends soon. Okay. Very well. We must be off now. Best of luck, Misha, and to you too, Gemma. Uh, Thank you, Ho-Oh. And Gemma's like, uh, uh, Gemma's like, her facial expression is still like, she's not used to being so like casual with a literal god. And Silver is like, "Well, it was nice seeing you guys again. Hopefully, tell Chef Ostinato and Kara I said hi."
They will.
And Then Ho-Oh and Silver kick up their wings and they start to lift off. And then they fly away. Whee! And they fly off into the horizon. Gem's
Definitely it's
like,
good to have friends in high places.
yeah, tell me about it. Although, there's one downside to all of this.
Which is?
This whole thing, us getting captured and saved and blah, 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 that all started with us going to Umber Island. From the capital. And now we're back at square one.
Sometimes that's the best place to start again.
I guess. Well, I mean, I don't
Look,
know.
I know you have your issues here in the capital, but
Yeah.
hey, you're with us now, and once we resolve this thing with my parents, we won't have to step foot back here again, if it brings you bad memories again.
No, it's fine. I'm a little worried, but who knows? I mean, considering how we could hopefully just I don't know, I'm just rambling. I'm also just worried about the others, considering how we haven't seen them in a while. They went off to Cobalt. Wait. Ho said something happened on Cobalt Island, didn't he?
He did, but I'm I'm sure whatever it is, Ostinato and Chef can handle themselves. Not only are they strong, that's their home, their territory, so they'll know that place better than anyone.
I, um. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Then, where should we start looking for information?
Hmm. Well, like I said, good to have friends in high places. Why don't we meet with a Don? Maybe he knows something. Since my parents are working here, they might know where they're working.
Hmm. That's true. Okay. All right. Let's go.
Hmm.
Okay. And you guys just waltz past the Squirtle, Wartortle, and Blastars who are just like still in awe from the fact that there's a Ho and Lugia just casually here. And then we are going to move over to one sec. We're gonna shift perspectives a bit. We're going to we find ourselves in jail.
Oh,
Off to the far right, Chef, you wake up. Your head is pounding, and the last thing that you recall is being on the island, in the mountains of Ivory Island, surrounded by Pokemon, and then seeing a strange orange Pokemon with a shadowy aura just cave everything around you. And now you wake up in a bed with in an empty cell.
I'm confused. Why am I in jail? Huh? I thought I was dead.
No.
This could be seen as dead.
uh,
Eh. Huh. I'm at 0 hit points.
wait, what? What?
Should
Oh,
I be at
yeah,
full?
you're right. Why are you at 0 hit points? I didn't do that.
Because I got reduced to 0 by all the rocks falling. Are you saying I got a long rest or something?
Yes,
Okay.
you're fully
So I
healed.
lost an injury?
You actually, as you like inspect your body, you seem to find yourself like all your injuries have just gone away. Like, you
Ooh, good
seem
to
to
know.
have
Okay.
been given some sort of medical treatment. However, along with that, you realize that, technically speaking, you're naked. Your
My
mitten,
mittens!
your mittens and apron are all gone, along with your everything. All of your items, your entire inventory is just empty.
Alright, let's refresh the screen so that the hit points are accurate now. Switch this over to that. Alright, are the hit points accurate now?
Oh, they've been accurate on my end, so you're fine.
Alright, cool. Well, I wanted them to be accurate on mine.
Ah, okay. I
Okay.
gotcha. So
Oh
yeah,
boy.
you seem to find yourself just completely isolated from anything. You have no idea where you are right now.
Quick question. What's this in the center of the room?
I don't know. I think that's just like some random. But I got this from Google. Okay, that might have just been like some random
This
spray.
looks like it could be something from Earthbound, maybe. Considering
This
that's
is no,
probably Lucas.
no. That's definitely not from Earthbound. But
No, let's not dwell on that.
Alright,
yeah.
so
Don't worry about
ignoring
it.
the transparent severed head in the room.
Yeah, just gonna cover that up. How about that?
There we go. Sure. It's a carpet.
Uh huh. Because humans don't exist in this world.
Yes, yes.
So, chef, you find yourself just completely isolated and just in this cell. And then eventually off from the side you hear, "Oh, there. Took you long enough to wake up.
Finally awake, I
You're
see.
finally awake. I see you tried to cross the border." Yeah. More like the border tried to
Tried to
cross
cross the
you.
border to the other side.
Yeah, more like the border tried to cross you and it collapsed in the process.
Oh no.
Anyways, and then you see Stella the Gothitelle.
Who the what now?
A
Who the
Gothitelle
Oh,
who you have personally encountered once upon the Iron Barge, and then subsequently saw them with all the other higher ups during the Golden Festival.
oh. I kinda remember you.
Well, not to worry. Do forgive this holding area, just proper precautions and all of that. If you don't mind, however, Don
Wait,
Juan would
you're
like to
part
speak with you.
who?
Don Jacob, Don Juan the Copper Raja, you know,
Oh,
the
I,
leader,
what I
the
heard
governor.
was someone, not Don
Oh,
Juan.
Don Juan, my bad, sorry.
Okay. Um Alright, wait, memories are coming back to me. Oh wait, you're part of the police. Wait, why am I in jail?
Well, when we found your unconscious body, we saw that you were wearing apparel associated with the Abyssal Cult. Especially,
Oh right.
however, we also found your friends, what was it? Ostinato the Eelektross and Kara the Marowak wearing similar attire for the Infernal Cult. So, we'd like some answers. The other
Where are
two,
they? Are they okay?
yes, they're fine. They're fine. They're in stable condition. However, they're in a separate cell.
Let me cover that up again.
They're currently in a separate cell, still recovering. So I appreciate if you just cooperate. This will make things much easier for all of us.
Okay, what do you want to know?
Well, firstly, I just want to ensure that you won't try anything nefarious at the moment.
All I can do is defend. Don't worry.
Very well. And then she raises a hand, and quick little, small little sparkle psychic energy generates from her palm, and the cell door immediately just opens in front of you. Come with me.
Okay. Side note, you may hear my family in the background telling my dog to drink.
Hey, you gotta hydrate. And then Stella's like, it's a bit of a ways to the it's a bit of a ways to his office. Let's just the two of us. It won't be too much of an issue if we simply just. And she proceeds to clap her hands and then raise them, and a small psychic field, a small psychic circle appears on the ground beneath both of you, and then you find yourselves both transported right in the town hall.
It's a bit ways away. Let me just clap at the portal to get there.
Hello!
Yeah, hey, magic exists here. Why bother walking when you can? Bongo,
I
are you kidding
love
me?
this magic so much. You don't have to walk anywhere, it's great.
Hold on one sec, because Bongo is being dumb. So let's go Neurobot.
Yay, 2 bots.
There we go.
By the way, make sure to do /repeat track while it's playing.
Well, this is the 30-minute extension, so as
Sure,
long as
okay.
yeah, this should be fine. Anyways, so this isn't too loud, is it? Can y'all hear me clearly?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just bring it down just a little bit. Anyways, so you guys, let me just, okay, doing a little bit of quick stream monitoring, and yeah, so you find yourself back in the town hall office, and up over on the balcony on the second floor is Don Juan. He's like, "Hi, chef. Glad to see that you've awoken. When we found you and your compatriots over in Ivory Island, I was quite concerned over your well-being." As he starts walking down these steps.
Well, I'm glad that you saved us. I believe a cave-in happened?
Yes, quite unfortunate. But, well, glad to see that you're on one piece, and from what I've heard, the same applies to your friends. Stella, if you don't mind giving us some privacy? Sir, with all due respect, with your secretary currently absent, I must be obliged to stay here. Oh, please. Please, I understand, but Chef is a friend. He wouldn't harm a cutiefly. I insist. Very well, sir.
Currently looks up the typing of a Koparaja.
Steal.
Steel. Burning
We're
form!
always metagaming.
And so Stella begrudgingly leaves. Now, chef. So, I wanted us to have a little bit of a one-on-one and ask for important clarification on things, because there have been some concerning reports that I don't want to assume things, but I need honest answers from.
Okay. Let me tell you what happened.
Very well.
I tell him what happened.
No role. Okay. So I assume.
I tell him. Here's what I specifically tell him about.
Tell me what information you give him.
I give him information on, just for the sake of time, I give him information on the fact that Ostinato and Kara, wow, I was blanking on that name.
I only said it
Ostinato
like
and Kara
5 times.
teleported
So
away. I then went to my home. The home was attacked by the Abyssal Cult. I chose to join them purely for the sole reason of taking out one of their members specifically because they harmed my parents. And also I joined in order to gain intel on the cult, like Ostinato did, which I'll get into details on later, then encountered Ostinato with Kara, who held the Infernal Cult's insignia, have a feeling that he joined their cult with the same exact reason of getting information, and we both worked in a way to make sure that the cults didn't get the objects. I explain what the objects are, and I also... Oh shoot, I just remembered Aquamarine! I then ask how Aquamarine and Jasper are doing because they have a child and I want to make sure the child is okay.
Oh, I assume you mean the Pokemon that are known as Heatran and Manaphy, correct?
Yep.
I can assure you they're being held in a safe place. It's just they are currently... Their condition is a bit strenuous compared to you and your friends. And, you know, they are legendary Pokemon that we have little information on, so we are monitoring them closely, and I can assure you the child is safe. They're all safe, alright?
I'm just thinking of that video where someone goes, "Don't touch a child."